Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where Edutainment explains it. I told y'all I was going to be bringing this to you. And now I'm bringing it to you. Issue number 1. Let me take it out of the plastic so that glare ain't on it. Issue number 1, as I told y'all, Thursday in the live, I was going to be doing a review on that book, Absolver, issue number 1. Now, before we get off into it, let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page. Comment. If you got something to say, go ahead, drop it in the comments. Respectful comment or constructive comment. We like you to like us because we like you like us. So like us. Subscribe to the page. Make sure you hit that little bell so you get notifications when new material is dropping, and share it with people. We don't be selfish. Share it with people. This page is worth sharing, right? Right. Okay. I am bringing you another comic book from Konkret Comics. This one here, Absolver, by Jermael, Lessey, and Bruno Lima and Ibrahim Aydin. Aydin? I hope I said that right. Anyways, Absolver, as I have been reading through it, I've read these 2 books about 3-4 times a piece, and I'm getting sort of a similar to early Spawn sort of a comic. There's a rebirth, there's a guide, there's a mission. Let me just dive y'all off into it, and let's do what we need to do and get off into Absolver number 1, Arrival of the Wraith. We have to understand something about this world, that he even kind of got a Spawny kind of vibe with that cape. But anyway, in this world, it is a given that there are angels and that there are demons. There are angels moving about, having their being on the earth, but they have since departed and left us with the demons. So that's what you're getting in this story right here. Let's read this here, so it gives you kind of a primer for what you're going to be dealing with in the world of Absolver. Heaven and hell have been equally matched in a relentless battle since the division. True believers feel that heaven has already won. Hell is out to prove them wrong. The unknown, the one who dwelled in their shadows, the oblivion, may have finally received their champion. Welcome to Absolver. I am not the Alpha or Omega. I am the beginning of your end. I am the Lord of the impasse. Okay. Created by one Jermael, Lessey. And as I said, the cover is by Bruno Lima, and the interior art is by Ibrahim Aydin, and colors. Well, no, it's not. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go over here to the book, and there's going to be an introduction, and I'm gonna give everybody their proper. So here we go. Here is someone greeting someone else in what looks like a cemetery. They have come through a hole, so that probably means this was once a dead person. They probably both were once dead people. But as we dive in, we notice this is a type of world that's filled with demons. It's filled with mendacity. It's filled with wrath. It's filled with murder. And as we can see, this young lady here, she's asking her husband if he let the dog out. And her husband tells her, nah, I hate the dog. And she thinks he's joking. But then when he steps out, he's a demon. And he ate the dog, and he told her, I'm going to eat you too, and said, ain't that what you like? Ooh, this comic book is not for the children's. Put them away, cover their ears, cover their eyes. Speaking of children, there are children listening to that go down. That's probably not good for your formative years to watch a woman and her dog get ate by a demon. And there are eyes on the city, and they are seeing everything going on in the city, the good, the bad, the ugly. This city is filled with honest people. This city is filled with lowlifes. This city has masked adventurers. So the Absolver clearly will not be the only one. This particular one, clad in green and black, goes into an alley and takes out a fin-headed criminal who swears he gonna get even. But then we also see another superhero up on the roof asking, how did that superhero get to the robbery scene so fast? And he's just like, hey, I'm out on patrol, girl. I'm doing what I do. Don't even trip. And here is where we join the Resolver. Where do you stand in all of this? Do you stand for good? Do you stand for evil? Are you the impasse? You see what I'm saying? So, chapter 1, Arrival of the Wraith, created by Jermael Lessey. Interior art is by Hakan, Aydin. Y'all must be related. Y'all got to be related. Anyway, this is the creative team for Absolver. Say thank you. Say thank you in advance. Now, here's what's up. In real life, the hardest aspect of the battle between good and evil is determining which is which. That's a quote by George R.R. Martin, but so very, very freaking true. It is oftentimes very difficult because none of us are 100% good and none of us are 100% evil. That being said, here we are over here in an alley, or in a park rather, where this woman is explaining to the Absolver that you are not an angel, you are not a demon, you are a mezzo. Okay? And mezzos come with their own amazing little abilities. He just picked up a cockroach, is what it looks like. Later on, that is going to have refractions. We're going to see what him picking up that cockroach does. Okay? She's trying to get him acclimated to this world. Is what I am seeing. And in that, they go into an alley where they find a dead cat. And he knows that that cat was kicked by some people. And suddenly gets a home in on it because he's angry, but he's not sure if he's angry because it's the energy of the cat, because he's able to communicate with the dead cat. Now, is he angry because the cat's dead, or is he that empathic and he's feeling the cat's anger from being killed by people and not being able to do anything about it? That's an interesting query. So, my man is on a mission. He's up leaping about the city, all over buildings, and then all of a sudden he loses his grip and falls. But wait. Touching that cockroach gave him the ability to crawl on vertical surfaces. So, whatever he touches and comes in contact with, he can gain the abilities of. I like that. Okay. As long as it doesn't have those weird rogue type ramifications to it, that's pretty decent power. Let's see what else my man can do. He makes his way to a home in downtown Caesar City, enters said home, finds the perpetrator, and kills him on the spot. Stuck his fist through that man's torso. Then we got another guy in a room smashing a chick. What's going on with that? Are you going to let him finish? Nah, I will beat you. I'm going to snap your neck. So he snaps this guy's neck, but lets the prostitute, because it is a prostitute, because she said they already paid her. So I guess prostitution in the absolver's eyes is not as bad a crime as killing a cat by kicking it to death. So she says she ain't going to say anything. She'll just grab her things and go. She swears she ain't going to say nothing. And absolver just like, all right. And at first, I thought when I flipped the page, he was going to be snatching her back and killing her too. But nah, he let her go. And he's sitting with the lady who greeted him when he came out of the grave. And she asked him, how you doing? And he's like, I want to go back to the graveyard. You know, maybe he's not having a good time on his mission, or maybe he's not really accepting of his mission. And she's telling him, yo, you need to understand your powers a little better. Let's go downtown and kill some demons. There's a lot of low-level demons downtown. Let's go downtown and mess with them. And he like, all right, okay, I just got here, so I'm trying to roll. I'm trying to roll with the program. Okay. And he tries to roll with the program. Meanwhile, at the Guardians of Destiny Outreach for the World, that's kind of a fancy name for a church, but churches do have fancy names. Pastor David has a problem. And that problem, is someone who's speaking. Are they talking about the absolver? Are they aware of the absolver? No, he doesn't have a name yet. We haven't heard his name yet either. But they're downstairs and they look like they're getting ready to interrogate somebody, but they're saying, the angels have left, and the demons, knowing that the angels have left, are getting more brazen with their attacks on humans. Case in point, the lovely lady of the night that you see in the bottom of the page, that is soliciting for some loving, is actually a demon who drags this man in the alley and lets him get ate on. So that's how it's going down in this city. Meanwhile, the absolver has absorbed the essence of a gorilla demon. So now he not only has the ability to cling to vertical surfaces, he has the strength and speed of a gorilla demon. Possibly. How do we know for sure? We got to tune in and check out Absolver issue 2. But wait, Absolver issue 2 is not here yet. And we got some stuff that we can show you. It's kind of like let's call it an in-scene credit. Let's do that. I noticed Konkret Comics does that. They have end scene credits. There's an end scene, like sort of a scene after the main story in Acolyte #1. I'm gonna bring you that side story next week because we'll be diving into some more Acolyte. But I want you to have the whole story because it's going to figure in later on in later issues. Same thing here, I imagine, with this backstory. So what's going on? Remember that demon from the alley? Somebody captured it. But now, what are they talking about? There's a mezzo. You mean Pastor David is aware of the mezzo? Yes, he's aware of the mezzo. And whoever he's talking to, he wants them to go and fetch that mezzo for him. He looks like he's going to be a mastermind. Let's just go ahead and assume that. And this is the fella that he is sending to retrieve the mezzo. He looks formidable. He looks like he might be a problem. We're going to find out how much of a problem he's going to be in issue 2 of Absolver, which I will be bringing to you at a later date. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this book. I would tell you from me personally, I feel like it's building up to. They give you a little bit at a time, give you enough to keep you interested, but not whet your appetite entirely. So we're going to dig into Absolver piece by piece. We're going to dig into a couple of things that are concrete. So we want to talk about our independents. We want to give them some shine. They've been around since the 2010s. Most of these independent books, at least by the Black artists. So we should give them some shine. Think so? Me too. That's it for now, y'all. But fret not, I will be coming at you with another one of the mother ones. And until I do, y'all be good and be good to each other.